Alright, so boys and girls, today, the hidden skill that we're going to be talking about is controlling our stress. Not only controlling our stress, but deciphering when situations are necessary to be stressed out about. So I understand in today's society, there are a lot of things that we think are necessary to be stressed out about. For example, we all have busy lives dealing with deadlines for work or for school. Maybe it has to do with our family life at home, or it might just be smaller things like maybe even just being caught in traffic. And for some of us, it doesn't really matter what the intensity of the situation is. Our stress levels can spike to a degree that in some cases are highly unnecessary. Like, I understand that there are things that can happen in our life that are very stressful, and the way that we react to them can be actually quite appropriate. But on a regular day, I see a lot of people still stressing out or freaking out even over things that are so unnecessary. Like, for example, spilling your coffee. Maybe your phone freezes. It's amazing to me that something that's this small can actually trigger somebody to fly off the rails. Like, I've literally seen people cursing and swearing at their phone because it's not working properly. It's not as fast as it should be. Did you ever stop to think that maybe we're overreacting to things like this? In the grand scheme of things, you're freaking out over your iPhone not working when other people don't even have a phone. You're freaking out about being stuck in traffic when other people can't even afford a car. Of course, you can put anything into perspective and rationalize that anything and everything is not that big of a deal. But in all honesty, do all of these things require and deserve the same level of intensity to be stressed at? Like, looking at the bigger picture, do you not actually think that maybe we got it pretty good? There's a lot of things that could be a lot worse, but sometimes we forget, and these little things can just set us off. And maybe you're somebody that isn't aware that maybe you do have a bad temper, and by having a bad temper, it's actually turned into a tool to control situations or even control people. Have you ever seen somebody who does have a very bad temper, and whenever there's people around, they feel that they're walking on eggshells? People are afraid to set this person off or to rub them the wrong way because they don't want some sort of scene to break out. And now, because of knowing this, people are now hiding things from this person. Maybe something bad does happen, and instead of telling this person and having the issue be resolved, they just hold it in, and it actually becomes a lot worse. Because this person has instilled a reputation of becoming a loose cannon. Another example is if you've ever been in a relationship with somebody who gets stressed out very easily, or maybe they have a very bad temper, or they just overreact to things. If you're the person that is always trying to calm down a situation, you've then allowed this person to take on a very dominating role in your life. Because instead of being able to talk to this person and rationally figure out what might be wrong or what's bothering them, you're just submitting to their demands and allowing them to control you through their aggression. You see this a lot in abusive relationships where the woman will no longer even hang out with her friends because the guy is stressed out that maybe she is going to see another guy, or maybe she's cheating or something like that. And because of that, this girl is now becoming very sheltered and maybe losing all of her friends for fear of how this guy might react. For the sake of her own safety, she has to abide by this guy's rules, and in some cases, if it's bad enough, it's for the sake of her own life. And a lot of the times the aggressor will say that they are stressed out or angry out of love. They're very passionate, they would say. They're acting this way because they love you so much. They don't want anything to happen to ever tear you apart. But by doing this, that's exactly what is happening. Nobody would ever want to admit it, but maybe this is you. Maybe you found yourself in situations and then looked back at it and thought to yourself, you know what? I really overreacted to this. This did not have to be this stressful. I did not have to put this person in this position to resolve the issue or to resolve the conflict. Maybe there's an instance in your own life where you're thinking back and that was the case. So what can you do? How can you work on this skill? How can you work on the skill of being mild-tempered or being slow to anger, controlling your temper? One thing you can try is stepping back, assessing a situation, and just taking a breath before you even act on anything. While you're processing the information and before you even act, ask yourself, is what I'm about to do worth it? Is what I'm about to say worth it? And if what you are about to do is freak out, I can tell you from experience, the answer is no. Handling things calmly is not only a better way to resolve an issue, but it'll also gain you respect and trust from whoever you're dealing with. If somebody close to you makes a mistake and they can trust that you will work it out as a team, they will always come to you. They'll be more willing to share things with you, because at the end of the day, a relationship or a friendship is a team. It's a partnership. You work together to make these things work. And if one person is always in flames, the coexistence between the two of you is destined to fail. And of course, in the heat of the moment, trying to redirect your entire reaction pattern is extremely difficult, but that's what makes it a skill. And I'm sure on a lot of levels, we could all work on it a little bit more. This is something that I've been trying to be consciously aware of for years, and because of that, I find myself living a lot more happily. I find myself smiling a lot more on a daily basis because I don't take things so seriously. I've learned to recognize that not everything is a big deal, and the things that are a big deal, if you can smile through them, it can actually eliminate a lot of other people's stress. For example, if you've been stuck in traffic for a very, very long time, what I would do is turn the music on and start singing as loud as possible and just act crazy. And there's been quite a few times where I'll look to my left or right and I'll see someone staring at me and laughing their head off. And maybe for a moment this traffic jam isn't that bad. It's all a point of view. But anyways, that's it for today's skill. I hope you found it informative and interesting. Maybe it helped you out. Maybe this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time. Or maybe you're somebody that has never had this brought to their attention and that's actually sparked something for you. If you did like the video, please like and share and subscribe if you are new. I do appreciate everybody that does subscribe. If you had any thoughts or comments on this particular topic, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace. My cat and I decided to stay in tonight. I'm pretty sure your cat most definitely did want to go out, but you being the introverted homebody that you are decided for the both of you that you're staying in.